Verruckt undoubtedly has one of the smallest first rooms ever made, and because the spawn room is so small, it makes doing a first room only on the map fairly difficult. Well, I kind of made the challenge look like a complete joke by beating 4 world records in the same spawn room only challenge. This being the first room world record with mega gums.
Oh my gosh, you're using megas? You're so bad, get better.
I beat the first room Mega Gums world record, which is quite obvious considering the only reason I played this game was to get the first room world record. But I ended up beating it by 30 rounds, which is pretty insane if you ask me, but that's just clear bias towards myself. Then, I beat the no power world record, flawless record, and even the high round world record. Yeah, bad memories with the high rounds on this map. Let's jump into how I got 4 world records in the same spawn room only game. Okay. First things first, as always, the gums I used were Raindrops, Alchemical. On second thought, I've already explained these exact gums way too many times, so let's just move on, shall we? One thing that does make the Verruckt first room slightly more bearable is the fact that it has a mystery box location in it. If Verruckt didn't, well then this spawn room would be significantly more difficult to get high rounds on, obviously. What you want from the box is pretty obvious. The MP4. You actually want to get the Wonder Waff, kinda self-explanatory. You get trapped, you shoot, you're fine. Also, the Waff just speeds up the game when you have an Alchem or a Rain. One thing that is optional though is you can get monkeys. I didn't though because I had already gotten all my guns at the point, so it would have been super slow to hit the box and have to wait for the gun to disappear to hit it again. Oh, and getting the weapons you need is actually quite difficult. Since you need to hit the box, have a crate power, and hope to gosh that it's a good weapon. Yeah, not fun. The weapons I went were obviously the Waff. I mean, I don't really need to explain this one. The Shiva, because it's in the spawn, meaning I can buy ammo for it, which is really good. If I get an insta-kill, I don't have to worry about my ammo as much. And lastly, any gun with a lot of ammo. So that would be the Weevil. I guess an LMG would work, the Weevil. I managed to get the PPSH, and it's funny because I had no idea the PPSH had that much ammo. Like, bro, that's so much more than the Weevil. Then I put Deadwire on the Wonder Waff, and I put Blast Furnace on the Ray Gun. Wait, what? I put Deadwire on the Shiva because it's in the spawn, so obviously I'm able to use it a lot more and not have to worry about ammo. And then I put Blast Furnace on the PPSH because you do not get drops with Deadwire for some reason on any map that has the Waff. And of course the Waff doesn't produce drops, so you want to be getting all 4 of your drops because you're going to be relying on them quite a bit if you don't get an ammo gun. And from this point, I was set up for the rest of the game. So, from now until 70-ish, I was able to cruise through the rounds like they were nothing. I'll admit, it did also help that a day or two before this game, my little brother had killed me on round 251 in an Ascension 255 speedrun. Dude, I wanted to slap! I think rounds were taking me up to 40 minutes at that point, which in comparison to 7 to 15 minutes a round, is not a lot of time to me anymore, to be honest. As for the mid rounds, so I would say 70 to 90-ish, you can get away with shooting your Waff to speed up the rounds by just a little bit, but after that point, you're gonna have to start saving Waff ammo only for when you get trapped by the Horde, because if you run out of Waff ammo, you are literally dead, since even though there is a somewhat a viable training strat that I came up with, it's quite hard and requires Waff ammo at all times in case you get trapped. This brings me to my next point, Gobblegums. Remember how I said that if you run out of Waff ammo that you're dead? Well, I pretty much made this first room record really hard to beat and really annoying to play because you need to get some good RNG with Gobblegums like I did. The main one being shopping free. So you can double hit and triple hit the gun machine past around 100. Because if you didn't know, the gun machine is 1 million points to hit twice past around 100. And over 2 million points to hit 3 times past around 100. I'm not going to go into more detail though because I'm fairly certain everyone knows this by now. The strategy I came up with isn't really even a strategy. I kind of just went in a strat tester to see if you could train in Verruckt's first room, and you can. Pretty much what I did was run loops around the window in front of me, and even though it is hard to pull off, it works. This is also part of the reason I beat Joel's record by so much, because I'm almost positive that Joel just spammed the Waff and relied on ammo gums, which is fine, don't get me wrong, but that will only get you to, at best, 110 if you're lucky with your gums. This new strategy could potentially get you to 150 plus if you either get some insane gum energy or someone figures out a way to train in the Verruckt first room without ever getting trapped by zombies, which I don't think is ever going to happen. This Verruckt first room is pretty tight. The only big area you have is this area that I'm in right now. Past the point I'm on right now, whatever round you get is all dependent on your luck with gobble gums, because you need at least one activation of Alchem or Raindrops to get through the round, hence me saying this is really hard to beat now. Also, you may notice that the quality of the footage is fairly bad, and this is for the fact that I live streamed this on a different channel, and I think the video bitrate was like 6,000 or something pretty low like that. I think you guys should know why I live stream this. I'm not uploading 12 hours of footage to YouTube. It takes like 2 days to upload 2 hours of footage to YouTube for me. As you see here, I managed to beat the high round world record on Verruckt with Megas, not with Classics, because with Classics it's actually 255 by Sniper Cat, which W player by the way. So with Megas, the original world record was 133 by MC Zombie Slayer, and I beat it by 3 rounds in the first room somehow. And that was Verruckt's first room. To be honest, it was way easier than what I originally thought going into this. And now for an